Hello and welcome to the 23rd episode of the Free GM.
Daddy? You didn't say that you've unmuted me.
I'd never muted you to begin with.
God damn it! You lied to me.
Yes, I did. Now nobody's gonna get. Okay, well, fuck. What did I? 23rd episode. Yeah. I'm your host Danny, and I'm joined by my lovely, lovely, and quite annoying co-hosts Chris.
Hello.
And Gary.
Wait, hold on a minute. You think I'm annoying? That's rude.
Well, only. Oh my god. Okay.
Daddy flustered and annoyed? Check.
Oh yeah.
Just because I've been up for way too long doesn't mean I can't be silly.
I'm not even gonna. Okay, wait. Now, games we've played this week. Unless anybody has something to rant about. I do, but I don't want to get on with it. Okay, fine, I will.
Daddy wants to rant about me and
Chris,
how we get ready for the podcast.
Chris is just being averaged annoying. Like I say, just say when you're ready, and then he says, "I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready." And I'm trying to say, you don't have to say when you're not. Just say when you're ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And then Chris is like, "Okay, I'm ready." And then I'm like, "Okay, Gary, are you ready?" And then we sit in silence for a bit. And then Gary's like, "So why aren't we starting?" And I'm like, "Gary, you have to tell me that you're ready. I'm not going to start." Oh my god. So.
And this is how we troll Daddy.
Yes, that's how you troll me. But
I just want to point out that, Danny, good luck editing my burp out of your speech.
I don't care. I'm leaving it in.
Excellent.
Well,
it will be more glorious than your fart.
Oh yeah.
Because people will remember it.
And it won't be as disgusting. Let's be honest, farts are more disgusting than burps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, games I've played.
Oh yeah, shit. The podcast.
In fact, actually, really quickly, I just want to out the fact that anytime I'm downstairs watching television with my mother, she always aims her fucking farts at me.
Why?
Every fucking time. I don't know. I tell her, you can aim another direction. You do not have to aim exclusively at me. She doesn't care. She farts at me deliberately.
Now I just imagine your mom like getting up, jumping into the air, doing a 360 no scope fart in the head fart, and then she has a huge joint and Mountain Dew and Doritos and the air horns start like da-da-da-da-da. That's what I imagine, but I'm also a crazy person, so.
Okay, but I would actually kind of prefer that just because the bizarre situation might finally kill me.
Yeah.
But who wants to start with the games they played this week? Last week I had played no games. This week I have definitely played games.
Okay.
That's because it's been like 2 weeks since we recorded.
Yes.
I have played some games.
Well, then in that case, Chris, go ahead.
Them all.
Oh, well, I mean, I can start if it is. I very rarely start, but I can do it.
Well, one of the more obvious ones has been Pokemon Mega Ruby.
Okay.
I have started a playthrough of Kingdom Hearts 2 again. New file, new everything on my PS2. And God, the prologue's longer than I remember it being.
The length of the prologue's why I never really go back to it.
Yeah. It's a very slow burn to start the game off on.
But to be fair, it is trying to build up a character you won't see in that same game again.
Yeah.
Well, except for like one scene at the end.
No, I think it's been mostly just my 3DS games.
Yeah.
I have played a bit of Sonic Mania today.
Yes, but why didn't you save it for me to be able to do that one, huh?
Yeah. Well, I can't believe I almost forgot.
Oh?
No?
Legacy of Kain series.
Ooh. Which ones?
I've been playing a bit of Blood Omen 2 again, haven't I? Thing is, it's a different game from the Soul Reaver. It's weird to describe it as different, knowing that they're the same continuity. They were being made at similar times, but one feels more polished, more of a passion project, while the other was thrown together a bit quicker.
Yeah, duct tape together.
Odd to say that, because it's the one that's focusing more on Kane. That's a rougher build.
I mean, I wonder how the fines will be. One day we will play that game. But I cannot say
if you
when.
were to look at screenshots of the two, you'd definitely be able to tell which one's which.
Yeah.
Well, said about Pokemon, didn't I?
Yeah.
You did mention it, but you didn't really go in depth with it.
Yeah, Omega Ruby.
I think I'll leave that to you as well.
Okay, then.
And I don't think there's anything else, unless I suddenly remember a new game or something.
Well, in that case, do you want to go next, Gary, or shall I?
Well, I mean, you can. You seem kind of eager.
I'm not desperate about it, but I'm pretty glad with the games I've played. Of course, I've like every week, with the exception of that 1 week.
Danny, just go ahead. You make it obvious you want to go ahead.
Well, okay, Gary, I want to take my time with it. I don't want to like Okay, I played MCC, Divinity, and I've played Monster Hunter. Next, I want to like say, okay, I played MCC, I got the challenges like I usually do. I played some Monster Hunter. I've gotten a wee bit better with the insect glaive, but still not like
expert.
The thing is, I still can't figure out how to do aerial attacks, and I can't remember.
Use it as a helicopter.
And I can't remember the thing you showed me, Chris, where it shows how to do all the moves, the move sets. So I can't.
The pause menu, Hunter Notes.
Hunter logs.
Weapon controls. It's something like that.
The thing is,
I can't remember the exact wording.
The thing is, I've been looking at a lot of menus trying to find it, and I eventually gave up. But the thing is, I'm also like, oh, should I go back to the great sword, or should I continue trying with the insect glaive? But this was.
What I want to know, Danny, is did you consider Googling the issue that you're having?
No, but it's also been like, it's been over a week since I played it, because it's been 2 weeks since we recorded the podcast. Since then, I've been
Here's the thing, Gary.
Oh, go on.
If the game has the information built in, it should be easier to find it in-game rather than set it up on a third-party site or something.
Now, I could Google how to find all the logs in the game. That would make it easier. But yeah, it's been like, I think just about a week since I played Monster Hunter. Played MCC twice, but the game that I've really been going hard on,
Oh my,
is Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition, which I got on offer. And I've been loving that game. It's been really great. Even though I kind of crippled myself to begin with, just for aesthetic reasons.
Didn't you also take a bunch of random screenshots?
Yeah, I don't know which button is the screenshot button, but apparently I've been taking a lot of them. So I gotta figure out how to not do that. But aesthetically, okay, what I've done, there's different races. There are dwarves, humans, lizard people, and elves. I think that's all of them. And then there are their undead counterparts. So, and the way undead people work in that game is you're a skeleton boy, you're a skeleton, and you take damage from healing, but you heal from poison. Now, because I was like, I want to be a necromantic undead summoner, I chose an undead human, and spec'd into necromancy and summoning. Oof.
Yeah.
And some finesse weapons, so I can use a very, very high damage crossbow. Even though range is usually not seen as being very good, but I think it's fine. But it's also my first playthrough of the game. But the rest of my party, because I'm playing alone, because nobody I know has PCs to play it with, is AI, and the AI companions you can find in that game are all not undead, with the exception of one. But I'd already found the others and started leveling them up when I found him, and I was like, it's not really worth it.
Don't tell me they accidentally kill you.
No. They understand that I'm undead, but it's kind of hard to have to balance two types of healing. Well, one of the healings can hurt the other, Basically, like, a way I could heal myself is I could throw a bunch of poison on the ground, get poisoned, and heal. But that would also hurt my my companions if they're close by. And
Can you not like tell them to stand out of the way while you do it?
I can, but the thing it's a combination of turn-based combat and RTS, in the sense that when you're not in combat, you can move around freely and do everything freely. But in combat, you've got an initiative and turns. So basically, I have to make sure that my guy has the first turn, even though he has one of the lowest initiatives, because of gear I found for my elf wizard lady. Basically, I have 2 tanks and 2 ranged sorcerers. My guy being one of the ranged sorcerers.
Nice.
And a dwarf and a lizard person being the 2 tanks. One of them is a tank that has dual wielding. The other one has a shield and a single-handed weapon. It's a bit convoluted to have to explain all the intricacies of how the gameplay works, because it's a lot. Like
that it sounds.
But I'm having a lot of fun. I am having a lot of fun. My elf lady is also my thief, so she's the only one who can lockpick, which was a bad idea because I realized that my undead person doesn't need lockpicks to lockpick because he uses his fingers, but his thievery is so low that he still can't lockpick. So I've made some mistakes. I'll be honest.
Mistakes were made. Deaths will follow.
Yeah, but luckily you can save whenever.
At least you'll learn from them.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure there's a point where you can respec. And once that happens, I'm gonna respec some things. I might make my dual-wielding dwarf into 2-handed melee weapons. Because the only person that can use 2-handed is my magic elf, but she uses a staff. So... And I think the thing is, there's so much you can do. You could also have a war mage that uses a shield and a 1-handed staff, who's like tank shield, and there's literally like very many different types of like magic things you can spec into, like aerophagy, geomancy, pyromancy. Just there's so much.
Elemental manipulation.
Yeah, basically every element and a half. Well, and one more. I don't know how to explain it. There's a lot of stuff. And the truth is, I think it would be more fun if I had a party of people and then we each decided, okay, who's going to be like the healer? Who's going to be the tank? Who's going to be the thievery rogue kind of architect? It's actually quite similar to D&D in that sense.
I see.
And there's also like it could be something we do in the future. I think I've mentioned it as something we could do in the future at some point.
I think you have.
But I think it would be very fun. I'd actually be willing to do just about any class. I'd be fine with being, the tank. I'd also be fine with being the healer. Oh yeah, fun fact. My undead necro boy, he has a healing spell called Restoration, which if he used it on himself would damage him. But he has it specifically to use it on the tanks to keep them alive for a bit longer. So I really like that.
That's how you know a character's a good utility.
Yeah, I also gave him 1 perk in Huntsman because I'm using a crossbow that allows me to do a move called Pin Down, which cripples enemies, and a crippled enemy is unable to move. Yeah, I mean
that sounds accurate.
It is. And because he's a summoner, I've got my Incarnate, which basically you can summon like a small goblin-looking motherfucker. But depending on the surface you summon him on, he has that elemental infusion. Like if there's blood on the ground, I can summon him that, and then he causes bleeding. Or if there's ice or water or fire or poison. Yeah, or also oil. I found oil is actually a very good element to summon on, because you can do something called Fossil Strike, which just shoots like 40 damage boulders that also ignite on fire. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, and here I thought they just shot old people at older people.
That's basically what they do. But it's a really good game. It's a very long game. I'm still technically on the prologue, and I just passed the 24-hour mark. But the thing is, okay, I'm gonna say a little bit about the story, but not much because I don't want to spoil it. You're a sorcerer, and you get sent to a prison island called Fort Joy, and then you have to escape. And then when you've escaped that island, the game starts. Now, I've basically done almost everything on that island, and I found a way to escape, but I didn't go yet because I wanted to like finish off everything on the island before I left. So I escaped the prison itself, but I'm still on the island. And then now I'm just clearing up things. Then I'm going to return to the prison, go on the boat, and then I should technically be out of the prologue.
So you've got that completionist itch.
Well, I mean, if there are items I can
that
find.
That area gets sealed off. If he gets the completionist itch later, he won't be able to complete it.
But the thing is, I'm not going to do a completionist because that's borderline impossible. Because you need to do. There's so many things. If you want to get everything, you need to have played the game many times just to be able to understand some of the things. Now, I've seen somebody play most of the game, which is why I know a little bit more. A good example is there's a crab on the beach. What association do you think that crab has with anything?
It's someone's
very good at hammering things.
No, it's actually a knight fighting another undead or another like another crustacean. I think a lobster or something. And you can only get that quest if you start the game with something called I think pet talk or something like that. Basically, talk with animals. So you can talk to all the animals. Now, if you have that perk, you can talk to that crab, which means at the last island or the last place in the entire game, you can finish that one quest.
Yay.
Yeah. But I don't have pet talk, so I can't do that. Which means I literally...
So you can't talk to crabs.
I can't talk to crabs, and I also can't talk to all the burning pigs. And I can't talk to the dog. Oh yeah, there are pigs that are on fire, but they're also immune to fire, so they're in internal suffering. And
they're just really, really noisy bacon.
I mean, you're not wrong, and there's a quest for that, but I can't really do it because I can't speak to them, so just ignore them. But that's basically that is basically what I've played this week. I'm trying to think, did I play anything else? But I really don't think I did. MCC, Monster Hunter, and Divinity. Yeah, that's the games I've played this week. I'm loving Divinity Original Sin 2. It's a 4-year-old game, but it looks great.
Gary, you're up.
Yep.
Okay, Danny, I'm glad you had fun.
I did, and I am still having fun. Yeah, but go on.
Excellent. So, as Chris has said, we've played some Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and basically, like, me and Adam have been doing this thing where we're just trying to complete the Pokedex, and there are a few things we couldn't do just by ourselves because 3 starter Pokemon, only 2 of us. Naturally, we can't get the 3rd one without at least another person.
Yeah.
Chris joined us, and now I think he's actually the furthest ahead in the story of all of us.
I remember you mentioned this game last time, but I don't think Chris had joined you by then.
He hadn't. So it's been a really short period, and Chris has just sort of thought, you know what, fuck it, and just trailblazed.
I'm just going to power through it.
Some Pokemon you haven't got yet.
Yeah, he's been doing things that we haven't, which is very helpful. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, that sounds
caught
cool.
More than just he's caught more than just the handful of things that me or Adam normally would have gotten. In fact, he's been a huge contributing factor to the Pokedex completion just by merit of raising different Pokemon to us.
Yeah.
So that's been great.
That sounds pretty cool. That sounds pretty nice. Having people, your friends, play with you in a game, that sounds very nice.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my favorite ones of his Pokemon is basically a cloud.
Oh.
Okay, technically not true. It's a dragon, but it's a bird, and its wings look like cotton.
Man,
Pokemon, you crazy.
Yep.
But
having that cloud-like feature, I nicknamed it Nimbus.
Nimbus.
Yes, and For the Dragon Ball fans, yes, he has taught it how to fly.
Nice. I definitely get that reference.
Dragon Ball fans will most certainly get that reference.
I should watch Dragon Ball. Why not? I haven't watched animes.
I mean, Dragon Ball is a long series, so you'd be in for a solid time.
Oh, actually, I could mention that. No, I'll let you finish. Let you finish.
Okay, so beyond that, I played, I think, a teeny tiny bit of Sonic Adventure 2 a little while ago, and then didn't really do anything on it. It just kind of went on it to fuck around and then quit.
Well,
I found my Sonic Advance game.
You found your what?
I found Sonic Advance because if you remember in a previous episode, I said I couldn't find it. Turns out it was under a whale.
I think you said you were playing a different Sonic Advance because you couldn't find your original.
That's right.
Yeah, I remember that. I've got both of the pictures in my folder, so now I can show the.
I randomly, because I can't find a hybrid game I've had a while ago which has Sonic Advance on it, and it's also got Sonic Battle on it. I've had this massive hankering to play Sonic Battle, and I haven't had a chance to. Not on the original hardware. So because I've got a ROM for it, I've just kind of been playing it on the laptop.
Legally, correctly.
I mean, it's technically legal because I do technically own the actual game.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So yeah, I wasn't even being sarcastic. I was like, yeah.
But yeah, I managed to get like the ultimate jump skill easily. Like you're supposed to only start getting the ultimate skills in the last story, and I got it in the first one.
Well, I mean, like you said when we were playing Sonic Adventure, and I was like, no, you can't hit Zero when he's doing this. I'm like, yes, you can. I'm like, fine, I'll try it. And I did it, and you were right. You've played Sonic for a while, Gary. You know a couple of tricks that most people wouldn't.
I mean, to be fair, one of our viewers actually pointed out something to me that that they feel I should have told you about the fight against the Egg Hornet with Sonic at the beginning of the game.
Oh.
Which is, if you spam the homing attack really quickly while he's digging into the ground, he can't pull out of the ground and continue more attacks. You could basically finish him in seconds.
Oh. I would never have learned that.
It's pretty easy if you just literally just button mash the jump button.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But what I was gonna say.
The thing is, at the time, to be perfectly honest, it didn't even occur to me.
But I was gonna say it's good that you're playing some Sonic. Did you say Sonic Advance 2 or Sonic Adventure? You did say.
I said I played some Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah, good.
And I played some Sonic Advance and some Sonic Battle.
Well, it's good that you're playing some Sonic Adventure 2 because when we play that game, it's good that you you refreshened it. Yeah.
If it's any help, Sonic Adventure 2 very rarely leaves my mind.
How's the camera in Sonic Adventure 2? I gotta ask. That's a spoiler, but I need to know.
It's kind of similar, but I'd say it's better because more often than not, you tend to have the camera focused in a way that you're trying to go.
Okay, that's good. Because that's
mean, for some of the additional missions, like finding a lost Chow in the stage, the camera can work against you there. But if it knows that you're trying to go after it, it should try to cooperate with a handful of exceptions.
See, the thing is, my least favorite part of Sonic Adventure is by far the camera itself.
I think what I ended up realizing after we recorded Amy's gameplay is that the camera itself is actually particularly bad for her.
Yeah, I was pretty sure of that, but yeah. God.
It can be kind of awkward for Big's fishing segments, so
well, I don't think Big's fishing segments are going to be as stressful. Like, I mean, how many enemies are going to be trying to attack Big while he's fishing for Froggy?
There are some enemies scattered around, but they tend not to come and approach you, and if you know where Froggy is, you just kind of need to sit near him and fish for him, so that shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah, I'm not thinking that's going to be that big of a deal.
Plus, you can always just swat them away with your fishing rod, so that's funny.
Yay!
But, no, there was something I was supposed to say, and other games I've played this week include Dragon Ball Legends, which has had its 3rd anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
has been a very fun special story event that I've absolutely fucking loved because it would never happen in the main series and it's just so bonkers. But the other thing I've been mostly focused on, and I'll actually dive a bit more into this, has been Pokemon Go.
Ooh.
Because, fun fact, on my birthday is when they're releasing Mega Slowbro, as well as Galarian Slowpoke and Galarian Slowbro. So that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Because I love me a good Mega Evolution. In addition, 2 days before my birthday is a community day. So lots of spawns of a Pokemon I particularly want to fully evolve, which means I'll be able to do that. And I don't remember if I'm fairly sure I didn't have half a chance to. One of the last times that I did a raid, worked with a guy who had, prior to it, not only did he successfully catch the legendary Pokemon from that raid, but he had already caught 16 before that one.
Jeez.
Lewis was there, Adam was there. Adam was the only one of our overall group who actually managed to catch it himself. I failed, Lewis failed. It was a good time.
Well, as long as you had fun.
I would have had more fun if I'd have caught
it. It's always more fun to win.
Oh, we won.
But winning isn't everything.
No, winning is everything, Chris. If you can't win, give up. That's what I was always taught.
I'm trying to make the losers feel better. I mean, nothing.
Well, don't mind me. I've never won anything in my entire life. With the exception of some games, but like
I was going to say, you literally beat 0 yesterday.
Yeah.
Well,
but speaking of my birthday, as I'm aware, this episode should be up on the 7th, which means if that holds true and nothing goes wrong with editing, viewers, come back tomorrow. It will be my birthday. There will probably be something else uploaded, hopefully.
Maybe.
I mean...
That's the plan, but if shit goes sideways, it might not happen.
I mean, I remember what was going to be uploaded tomorrow. Was it... Wait, you said Saturday, yesterday.
Next episode of Sonic Adventure should be Saturday.
Yeah. So what's being uploaded tomorrow?
That should be FTL if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's right. I was thinking, oh, wait, you want us to do a special birthday video in a day? Eesh. That's...
I mean, I was mostly thinking of a joke idea, if you remember.
What?
Yeah, but it still takes time.
What's our time looking like?
We're about... Yeah, no, we should continue to dream futures and then after topics. Unless, Gary, you want to finish off the games you've played. Do you have any more games you've played?
If I have, none
Sonic Mania.
Okay, yeah, there was Sonic Mania.
Okay.
But this also ties straight into the topic as well, so...
So that's sad because we're doing Dream Futures. Huh?
Shit.
Now, does anybody have Dream Futures they'd like to do?
Ooh.
I can actually segue straight into this as well.
Okay, good. Then go ahead.
Okay, so the insanely popular to hate on Sonic game, Sonic 06, as it's most commonly referred to.
Mm-hmm.
There's a fan who absolutely loved the look of it, but never had the chance to play it because he never had the hardware for it.
I see.
So he decided, I'm going to remake it, and I'm going to make it better.
Oh.
And...
They're really racing today, aren't they? But do go on.
So basically, he's fixed so many glitches in it. He's added a few features and everything, and it's great. But the thing that makes this a dream future is it's like his version is only available on PC, which, by the way, he made from the ground up, based only on videos at that.
Oh.
The guy's work's insane. I know. But yeah, I'd absolutely love to be able to play it at some point.
Yeah.
Because, like, he's even done things such as putting several character abilities closer to how they are in other games. So Tails, I think, gets a huge improvement, playing much closer to he did in Sonic Adventure.
It's so weird that...
Which is basically just kind of the same as Sonic, but with flight and the ability to break dance and kill enemies with his tails.
Yeah. That sounds pretty goddamn neat, if I have to say so myself. Yeah. But I was just gonna say, it's weird how things sometimes align, because your dream future is somewhat connected to what my dream future is gonna be.
Excellent.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Take it away, Danny.
The thing is, my dream future is very different than usually. Now, I've been working on a game, but I haven't gotten very far, in the sense that I've designed all the characters, designed all the mechanics, written the story. I've got some digital assets, but I'm right now learning how to animate, which is, I thought it'd be much more difficult, but with the program that I'm using, I can do. It's okay. I've done one short animation, but it's not that good. I'd need more practice. And I'll talk very quickly about the game. It's called Anthropod Vengeance. It's basically a real-time RTS where you play as big bugs. You fight humans, you kill humans and throw them into a biomass pit, where they all get dissolved, and then you use their biomass to create more of your units and upgrade them. And then there's basically like 10
this sounds strangely like despotism.
It's very different than despotism.
I was gonna say it sounds like EDF, but you're the giant bugs.
It's more similar to EDF, but you're the giant bugs. But it's also an RTS. I'll show some of the things I've made on the screen quite quickly. But basically, I've for the most part just drawn different characters, and I've taken the pictures and I've put them on the computer, and I've worked a wee bit on trying to color them out and find good color schemes. But basically my dream future is one day to make this game and then for us to play it. Because there will be there's basically 3 types of games. There's the single player campaign, then there's multiplayer, which will be I can't remember what it's called, but I won't have money to buy servers. So I'll use that what is it called? The thing where you just connect to your friends and play together.
Host server?
Yeah, host server. Thanks, Chris. And then there's going to be host server co-op, which is basically you see how long you can survive, and then more and more enemies show up. Yeah, Horde. Basically Horde, but it's RTS. RTS Horde. And I was thinking we would probably play that game mode. But basically that was my dream future. Make that game, play it with you two. If people like it, I might be able to make money. But fuck, I just realized something that I hadn't thought about before. That oh no, I should have saved this dream future to next week.
Oh.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'll mention why I should have saved it next week. But that's my dream future.
In the meantime, maybe write it down just so you can remember it.
I probably will. But let's continue before we Chris, do you have a dream future? If you don't, that's fine. I'm being more loose on dream futures because it's good to save time. So if you don't have any,
no, I don't really have any.
Well, in that case, do you wanna introduce the topic?
Introduce the topic?
Heck yeah.
Well, because of Sonic Mania, it has a debug mode.
As most classic Sonic games do. Always fun.
It's basically a built-in cheat engine, so to speak. So, cheating, and does it increase or take away from the game? Also, you can lump in mods with that as well.
Well, the thing is, cheating for me, it depends on the situation. In a single-player experience, cheating might enhance the experience if you already played that game many times and you want to try something new.
Yeah.
But in a multiplayer setting, I don't think cheating is I don't think it enhances the game at all, because that's basically like, it doesn't feel right to me. Now, I've known some people who has cheated online and explained to me the reasoning behind it, so I will go into that. But for me personally, I don't really like the idea of cheating online, because for me, it's like, if I don't cheat, it's my raw skill. It's how good I am. And that's the fun part of it. If I cheat in a multiplayer game, I could just as well not play, in my personal opinion. Now, the person, I'm not going to mention who it is, because I don't want people to be, But he says that the reason why he cheats online is just because he likes to fuck with people. Basically, the troll mentality. He likes to troll people.
I can kind of understand where he's coming from. Like, if you're doing it for a video or something, just for the shits and giggles, no, yeah. If it's more in a casual setting, so to speak.
No, it's like, but he does it just because he likes the idea of people being unhappy that they didn't win.
Yes, as you said, the troll mentality.
Yeah. Now I do understand where it gets.
But what I was getting at is like not at tournaments or anything.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Oh, okay. But I mean, I do understand what he means because sometimes it's fun to fuck with people. Hence the start of this podcast, guys.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
But I mean, I also think that there's a point where it goes too far, and for me personally, online cheating is that.
Yeah, competitive.
Go on.
Wait until the little is all the way along the road.
Oh.
No, don't. You might circle back.
Right. Competitive scene. Cheating is, for me, completely frowned upon.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be done.
No, it should. I mean, people can win a lot of money in the competitive scene. So in reality, they're just trying to. It's like
yeah, not even in that competitive.
Oh, like just
versus multiplayer.
Yeah.
But cooperative, I can have a little leeway with, as long as it's not taken from the game.
Yeah.
If it takes away from the game, then it's too much.
I mean, I can think of a situation where I think cheating would be acceptable. Let's say you've been playing a cooperative game for many hours, and you're just about to win whatever it is, and then the last 5 minutes, the game like lags or bugs out, and then you lose all your resources, and then you can like you're basically in the brink of losing because of an issue that wasn't your fault. But then somebody's like, let me just pause this and cheat,
I can get that.
and I'll cheat in the resources that we lost. Not like more than we lost, but because of that. That's a situation where I could be like, yeah, that's fine. That's completely acceptable.
Agreed.
Yeah. But I also agree with Chris that in a cooperative scene where it's not like that, where it's against real people who just want to play the game, I don't like it.
Okay. I'm just muting every now and again when I think I hear the bike starting to come along the road.
Oh god.
I hope that the mention of the bikes gets left in.
I mean, yeah. But we do only have like 10 minutes before we have to start with the words of wisdom, so.
Okay. So bringing up what I was trying to say earlier. Chris pointed out that we were pissing about with debug mode a little bit. And we were. And the fun thing we were doing was we decided, let's play as Tails and Tails. It didn't go exactly the way I thought it was, because I actually thought that if player 1 was carried by player 2, that player 1 could then just kind of jump out of his arms and fly away themselves, but that game didn't let us. The game had planned for it.
But it does sound fun.
It is some hijinks and chaos.
I mean, I also have a story about cheating in a single player game where I thought it was very fun.
Right.
But I'll let you go first, Chris, because I've already stopped.
This is a blend of modding and cheating, but I can't really say which one it is more. Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. There was a program that you can download on the PC, and it creates missions for multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you can use that to extend gameplay, but if it's used wrong, it can be used to get high-powered weapons very easily.
The way I see that specifically is it wasn't intended to be used that way, and because it goes against the very spirit of the game, it's cheating.
Yeah, I could see that.
Unless specifically the program itself was not made by official developers, in which case it's most certainly cheating.
I can see that, but I can also understand the appeal of having more missions for multiplayer.
Yeah, Yeah.
You create them yourself.
Yeah.
You could have X and X monster suddenly appears, and it could be I wouldn't say times, but that's not a thing. Hundreds of fun. That's a word.
Why don't you just say God Boss Monster?
Yeah, I have come across one person online, random lobby, that instant killed on monster.
Yeah, that's not fun.
No, that just took away from the fight completely.
Yeah.
There's no challenge. There's no fun.
It's like what it's like what I said. Then why even play the game? That's like my point of when you cheat in multiplayer. Like, why even play the game if you're just gonna insta kill anything? But yeah. Do you have anything else cheating related? Because I have one quick story about cheating where I think it's acceptable. But
okay, here's an example of something I will admit I've done on Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I've exported my save file to be able to make it compatible on PC, just so I can tweak a few things and put it back on.
Cheater!
Hold on. I'm
just joking, Gary. I'm just joking. Go on.
In doing that, I tend to give myself items that were released a long while ago and are no longer accessible, or I do it to get more of an item that you can only get one of, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's nothing that changes anything. It's usually something cosmetic.
Well, yeah, cosmetic, I don't see a big deal in it.
Yeah. So it's... I've done that, but if it's something along the lines of a skill I don't have, providing it can be gotten through an honest mean, as in it's available offline or through a mission, then I'll go about getting it the honest way.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I haven't earned it. I have no right to use it.
Yeah. Now, I want
to... Unless, like, for argument's sake, I'm just trying it out.
Now, I wanted to quickly mention sanctioned cheating. Now, do you know what I mean when I say that?
Are you thinking when
the games have the option built in?
Exactly, because you know, Gary, I think I mentioned to you about the Alien vs Predator video I was gonna do, where I'd see how many aliens I could get in a specific mission where you can get more than the total.
Yeah, I vaguely remember you talking about that.
Yeah, the thing is, it's hard to do it without enabling some of the cheats which are in the game themselves, which I unlocked because I completed the campaigns. And with those cheats, I basically gave myself a lot of in-game currency, and I made my aliens immortal, and I unlocked the entire map, so there wasn't any fog of war. And with those cheats, I was able to get, I believe, 107 aliens when the total is 45. Now, I did this out of curiosity, just to see how many I could get.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it was sanctioned cheating in the sense that it was in the game itself. I didn't have to code anything. I just pressed the pause menu, and then there was a thing saying cheats and activate them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Here's something from PlayStation days. And when I say PlayStation, I mean the original.
This was also on PlayStation 2, so...
I remember playing this side-scroller shooter game. I believe it was called X2. And basically, you can play through the entire game, normal, whatever. But if you beat the game and you come to the credits, it will have cheat codes appear.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That is what I classify as decent or rewarding cheat.
Yeah, sanctioned cheating.
You beat the game once, okay, here's a little gift for you.
Yeah.
Go crazy with this.
Yeah, it's like with Alien Extinction. That's also what they did. You beat the game, now you can, fuck around.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did that with the old Spider-Man PS1 games as well. That was fun.
It gives more replayability.
Yeah, I agree.
Another one that sprung to mind for me was actually something I mentioned, not to anyone here, but at least not recently. Basically, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. The
The
amount of cheat codes that game has in it.
Gary, I still have memorized the weapon cheat code 1.
Danny, I could do all 3 weapon codes.
I can only do the first one, but I can't say them. My fingers just remember what to do.
The muscle memory.
Muscle memory is the best.
Yeah.
But anyway, the thing is, with GTA San Andreas specifically, even my mother remembers this one, and this was from probably about a decade or so ago, at minimum. I would occasionally fuck around and turn cars invisible.
Oh.
And just for the shits and giggles, I would shoot the fuel tanks of the invisible vehicles while they're in motion.
I mean, my favorite cheat code will always be flying cars.
Danny, where do you think my legacy came from?
I just remembered my naive childhood and misreading something.
Oh god, what?
Right, I had a cheat book for, I think it was either one of the Grand Theft Auto games, and I read it, one of the cheat codes as Comet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's when I used it, I realised what it actually said.
Oh god, what did it say?
Commit suicide.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. I couldn't even, I was so young, I didn't recognise the word suicide. I don't think I even had a chance to pronounce it. But there's me, enter the code, and all of a sudden, what?
The thing about the suicide,
this huge comet to hit the ground or something, and it's just
just die.
The funny thing about the suicide codes is that the character just randomly drops dead. They may as well have had a fucking heart attack from jumping around in whatever order you're pressing the buttons in.
God, but the thing is, we could keep on going with Grand Theft Auto and cheat codes, but I think we should be getting close to the words of wisdom. But before we do that, I'd like to say, I'm pretty sure we've gone across just about every cheat there is, sanctioned, unsanctioned, when we believe it's appropriate and when we believe it's inappropriate to use them. Now, if anybody in the comments think
shit insane ones,
if anybody in the comments are like, you forgot this important aspect, like when we did gaming devices and we forgot mobile, because because I hadn't thought about that because I've never played mobile games, but it is a very big gaming device. Mobile games is huge. So if anybody,
I think part of it might be because I tend to enjoy games that actually get me to think, and a lot of mobile games tend to just not actually stimulate my brain.
Yeah, for me, I've never really been into mobile games, but we shouldn't get on a tangent because. But
agreed.
Like what I said, if anybody believes we've missed anything like when cheating related, please do write it in the comments. And on that note, let us go to our words of wisdom. Now, who would like to start?
If you're gonna cheat, don't do it at the expense of others, unless you really, really want to troll them.
Okay, kind of went back on your very wise words.
No. I'm just trying to remember the people that want to troll. Like, you have to really want it. You have to be certain you're going to get enjoyment out of doing it.
Now, guys, remember, never steal from people unless you really want what they have. Unless you really want it. But I get what you mean, Gary. I get what you mean. Now,
yeah, it's only if you're absolutely certain that is exactly what you want, then fine, do it.
Now,
we won't like you.
Yes.
This will be an extension of Gary's, but it's fitting. If you troll someone, expect punishment.
Or retribution.
Yeah. I could hear an engine coming along the road.
By chance, is it the ice cream truck? Because I can hear that.
No, it's one of those with a loud exhaust.
But Christ, words of wisdom. If you can, if you have a game that you really like, if you're able to, play it with some friends. It's always nice to do things with your friends.
You know what? I've got something better. If something is old, it doesn't mean it's less worth.
True.
Amen.
So have a look at some of your old games and have a play at them.
And
this is because you took Beyblade V-Force back from me, isn't it?
No.
And on that note, goodbye, everybody.
Okay, now I'm ready for the podcast.
No.
Bye-bye.
Tally ho.
Chris?
Yes.
Okay, fuck it.